Welcome guys to another video. Today is more of a reaction video. As you can see, I am standing. Now, why would I be playing if I was standing? And you clicked here for a reason. You want to watch scary stories, but you don't want to get scared, so you want someone to react to them. And as a 12-year-old, yes, I am 12 years old, my mic does not reach my mouth well enough. I am bending my knees right now. It's slowly hurting. Okay, but now we are gonna be watching Wansee Entertainment, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the like and subscribe so we can reach 200 subs. We just hit 100 last month. Thank you for that, and enjoy the video. Eagle horror stories. Now this is actually kind of creepy, but before that, on hand, I forgot my headset. Okay, after bend over, touch my toes. Oh, show. Oh. Why is it playing? Hold up. Okay. Now I just have to adjust the settings of the video. Okay, now we're gonna full blast on volume. And we gotta skip this ad.
Tang na mas pinasiksik sa vitamin C, D, and zinc. Para tulungan silang maging strong at
True Omegle horror story animated.
This happened to me when I was 16.
16.
I'm from Cleveland, but I moved to a small village in Illinois.
Cleveland,
It was about a
Ohio.
4-hour drive from Chicago. I was sad that I left my friends behind, but I was a relatively extroverted guy, so I'd at least have a couple of friends before college.
Well, that's true.
My parents told me to study and get the best marks on my exams,
Oh,
but I preferred to go on Omegle.
that's actually relatable. Instead of doing my homework, study. Oh god, I'm moving my mic. Instead of homework, study, and stuff, I record videos or go on Omegle. Actually, it's not relatable. I do study. I just get forced to.
Remember that thing? I spent hours talking to people. Some were nice, some were weirdos,
Whoa.
and some were downright disturbing. There was
Okay.
one that had permanently burned itself into my mind.
Oh no.
And I've never been the same since.
Who is it?
I logged on, and the first person I saw was a guy, about my age,
Okay.
with long black hair,
I'm
an
getting
Iron
weird
Maiden
vibes.
t-shirt, and a blank stare. I tried to start conversation by asking him what his favorite Iron Maiden song was, and more of those types of
Oh,
questions.
Iron Maiden. My uncle listens to that. Yeah. Okay, that was unrelated. Let's continue.
I eventually was going to click out of the chat room, but he just put his hands up as if he was telling me to stop. And with the deepest voice ever, he said, "Stop."
Whoa.
His voice startled me. How could he have known I was going to click out?
Coincidence?
"I'll show you my deepest, darkest secret," he continued.
Okay. He's a murderer. Okay, that's just a guess. Okay, let's continue.
A grin appeared on his face. I felt uneasy. "I haven't told my parents about my girlfriend,
Oh.
so I'll show you." He got up,
She's
went to his
murdered.
closet, and took out a big sleeping bag, filled with what seemed to be a human being. I couldn't move.
She's
I was
murdered.
terrified. He opened the bag.
crap.
There was a girl in there who had a gigantic smile carved into her face and a knife sticking out of the top of her skull. I left the chat room.
Okay. Okay. That was a big turn of events. What happens next? Darman, what happens next is shocking. Let's go.
And threw up. I told myself
Oh,
to never,
crap.
ever touch Omegle again.
Yeah, do not.
Since I was
do
new
not.
to the town, I didn't know anyone to tell this experience to.
Do not do it again.
So I'm telling it to you. I don't know where that sicko is, but I hope he hasn't hurt anyone else.
Okay, that gave me goosebumps. I am currently alone in my room. Now I want to look behind me. Okay. And by the way, if we hit like 50 likes on this video, I will go on Omegle and record it. But for this video's sake, just hit 50 likes first. Let's continue. Next story. I misclicked. There we go. Story 2.
In 8th grade, some kids in my class started to use an app called Omegle. Even my friend Liam started using it. Liam normally wore a blue hoodie and black slacks
Do not
and
trust
had
Liam.
shady brown hair. I never was that person who used the internet much. I studied a lot, and Liam was always telling me how he catfishes people online with Omegle.
Nerd.
This really frustrated me, since he did it in a not-so-legal way,
Oh,
by
no.
making money off of it. I tried to visit him sometimes, but he never answered, so I would look through the window, and sometimes he would be dressed up as a short girl with a girl voice modulator. Liam is very much into computing and technology.
It's like what I Show Speed did to that grandpa. Y'all remember that? Yeah. Why does he have melons, though? What's the point of those big bajongalongs? Why did I call it that?
Therefore, he probably made a voice modulator.
Oh, no.
A few days later, he
Voice
started
mod.
skipping school, and it confused me since he always came to school at 7:30 in the morning. He never responded to any text messages or calls.
He's kidnapped.
However, one day,
He's
Liam
kidnapped.
decided to call me and tell me to go to his house, like nothing had happened, as he chuckled on the camera, which kind of creeped me out. So I politely
never
declined,
mind.
and he started getting mad.
Oh.
He shouted, "I'm gonna kill you and your parents!" Then
Whoa,
Liam hung up
Liam.
the call. After that, I called the cops and told them where he lived. They couldn't find him.
Oh.
They found dead bodies of men and even some of my friends. Since that day, I moved far away from Liam. Although, I wonder what could have happened if I listened to him and visited his house.
Okay. That's the stuff you don't think about. What happens if you actually decide to go? See, because of this little nerd, he did not go to his friend Liam's house. But if he did, he would have been out the bucket, kicked the bucket, dead. Okay, sorry for young children watching, but he would have been locked. Okay, now let's see what we have next. Let's go with the True Sister horror story. It was one day ago. Let's go.
Hey, how's it going? Ever heard about this game called League of Legends?
Yeah, I've
well,
heard of
you're
it.
hearing about it now. Check it out. Each game.
Okay, let's skip. Sister. Hey, so sister.
My name is Shelby.
Hi,
And
Shelby.
this takes place when I was just 11 years old. It was an average day, and I had just come back from school. I did my homework like any normal night. I tend to put off my homework until about 8 or 9, since as an 11-year-old, I wasn't really a fan of it.
Same. But
My
I'm
mom
12.
always liked to hang out in our back room to smoke or watch TV.
Your mom?
But that day, she was a little odd.
Oh, your sister.
Her eyes did not look normal.
She's possessed.
In fact, they
Possessed.
looked like that of a dead person.
Possessed.
But as an 11-year-old in
Calling it.
5th grade, I just moved on and went to bed.
Okay.
I used to have an older sister, but I never knew her.
Oh.
Sadly, she died at birth due to a sickness that her and my mom got.
Okay. So the one smoking was her mom. Okay, the one smoking was her mom. She looked possessed or dead, and her sister is dead. Her older sister, more like. And let's see.
Whenever I heard that story, I used to feel upset, since I was an only child and always lonely. My dad worked late nights driving the train, and my mom was sometimes addicted to things that I can't really share here.
She's
Well,
an
let's
addict.
not get sidetracked. I went to bed that night around 10 p.m. like I always do, but I woke
Okay.
up in a strange place. It looked like a forest with a cleared out path, the kind you go hiking on.
Oh, crap.
But it was really foggy and I couldn't see what was going on. So I started to move closer to the trail. But as I started to walk, I heard a voice say, "Sissy?"
Sissy.
I spun around so fast, and I saw a very tall girl, like around 7 feet tall.
Hell
She
no.
had pale skin and brown hair, but the hair was not normal. It looked
Yo, I'm
greasy
creeped out.
and stiff. But for some reason, I felt calm. I could see some things that my sister who passed away had, like the birthmark on her cheek.
The blister. The birthmark.
It suddenly dawned on me. I ran to her and hugged her, yelling, "Big Sissy, I miss you so much." She replied, "I do too. I've been watching and waiting for you.
What do you mean by that?
Now that you're here, why don't we have a nice tea party?" she said, while giving me an oddly creepy smile.
Stop. I'm getting goosebumps.
But I agreed, since me and my mom didn't have much fun together.
Crap.
As my older sister took me to this tea party, I noticed that her face was a little different. Her eyes were bloodshot red, and her lips were pale blue and
I'm getting
cracked,
scared.
like when you have very dry lips. and she smelled like something decaying.
Okay, I'm gonna try and guess. Her sister was murdered, and the parents lied. This is 8 minutes, by the way.
Like a dead corpse. But this was my sister. So I shoved all that away, and we kept walking for a while until we got to a poorly looking table with just 2 teacups with some tea in it. She told me to sit down, so I sat down. I was actually scared to drink the tea.
Oh, do not drink
I
it.
did drink it. And when I did, I was shocked. It tasted just like the one my dad makes.
Whoa.
After a while, I said, "It's time for me to go now." I could tell this made her very
she's
mad.
Pissed.
She stood
Oh,
up,
no.
slammed her hands on the table,
Oh no.
and started growling like an animal.
Why am I getting goosebumps?
Her teeth were sharp and her eyes were like that of a cat,
Why?
but black with red dots in them. And she started screaming at me. "You took my..."
Is she the Daragdu? If you don't know, that's like a vampire from a Japanese old story, I think. No, I think an Irish story. The Daragdu.
"My spot. I should have been born, not you. You should have died at the hospital. You should, not me." At that
That's
point,
getting me goosebumps,
I was
dog.
scared to death.
No.
I was too scared to move, and I couldn't even see very well because my eyes were filled with tears.
Oh no.
She started to grow taller and thinner. I could see her bones. And then she yelled, "I need to take care of her. Mom doesn't love you. She loves me. I need to watch her, not you. I need to make her that soup so she can die. Just come, and I can be you finally."
Whoa.
In my mind, I knew it was Thursday, and I always cook soup for my mom on Friday. Then she tried to grab me.
Run,
So
run,
I
run.
started to run
Woo.
as fast as I could. I
Crap.
was born with asthma, and just running down my block is difficult.
Oh no.
But I knew my life was on the line here. So I ran as fast as I could, and I just kept running. I could hear what was my older sister that turned into a monster chant, "I need her to
Okay, she turned into a spider. Crazy, right?
die. I need to get my hands on her." Over and over again.
Oh
At
no.
this point, I felt like I was going to pass out. I quickly turned to see if it was still following me.
It is.
And what I saw was this creature crawling on the ground.
It's a spider. I knew it.
Its skin was pale and it had black eyes with red dots in them. And it was just all bones, and I could see its disgusting teeth
Ew.
and tongue. I don't know how, but I just got so much energy that I ran and I ran and I ran.
In unlimited stamina,
But
glitch.
then I tripped and fell on something.
Crap.
I saw that my legs were stuck on a rope.
Oh no.
Then that thing came over and stood up and started to say, "I now have you where I want you."
Imagine that. Okay, imagine seeing your dead sibling in the middle of the night. Now, don't mind my room; it's messy. But imagine seeing that and dreaming about them. Imagine you're in this damn stinky situation. Oh crap! I just moved my mic. Sorry for the background noise. Imagine. Okay, now let's go back to the video.
It said in a demonic voice. Then it pounced at me.
Oh,
And that's when I woke up.
sheesh.
I looked at the clock. It was 5:15 a.m., the time I always get up to get ready to go to school. So I did just that.
You're late. Oh, no, I'm kidding.
Hoping it was just a bad dream.
What if it wasn't?
After school, when I got home, I cooked the soup I always make for my mom.
I thought you did that on
Just like
Fridays,
that
not
thing
Thursday
said in the
night.
dream. Suddenly, the phone rang. It was my dad, but he didn't say the usual, "Hi, how are you?" Instead, the only thing he kept saying was, "Where's your mother, Shelby? Where is your mother?" I walked to the back room and said, "She's passed out on the floor, Papa," like it was no big deal.
Oh, what?
I looked at my father on the phone, and I could tell he was scared. He told me to try to wake her up, but she never woke up. That's when he said, "Pack your things, Shelby. Your aunt and uncle are coming." Now I was confused
No.
and scared, but I got my stuff together and waited. Suddenly, my aunt and uncle burst through the door and ran to my mom. They kept screaming, "Rhoda, wake up! Rhoda, wake up!"
Wake up!
But she never woke up. They rushed me to the car and called the ambulance. I was confused, but when my mom was about to be taken away by the paramedics, she shot up and yelled, "I'm not going!"
Addict.
Everyone was so confused, but my mom put up a fight. They let her stay at home, but I was sent to go with my aunt and uncle.
No.
Later that
dog.
night, my dad came to pick me up, and thankfully, my mom was asleep. We silently passed her and headed to bed. The next day, my mom was perfectly fine, like nothing happened.
She changed.
I was just happy to have my mom back. But as I was on the bus, I remembered that dream I had about my older sister.
Oh,
I think she was just
crap.
trying to warn me about my mom. But as a kid,
Crap.
I wondered if I could ever see her again and just ask for peace.
She's behind you. Ask her behind. Bro. I am actually terrified of that. Imagine just seeing that in the middle of the night, you know? Not like in the middle of your dreams, like I don't know how to explain, but imagine just seeing that. You would be terrified as hell. Now, guys, that would be all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and it has been a delightful joy for having you here, and thank you for watching.